Okay, hello, uranium friends. So checking in on Fission 3.0. Um, yeah, after looking at this chart this weekend, I'm interested in an entry here again. It's been a while since I've been in. So here's the monthly chart, and these are your fibs off of this last run. This is a great double bottom, right? This was they had all those good drill results, and this thing was off to the races, right? So, I mean, regardless of all that, you guys, anyone who follows the space or follows this name knows the history, knows its drilling, knows its CEO, knows its management, knows everything, right? So let's just talk technicals, okay? So fantastic bull flag, right? Off this, we have a great bull flag. The consolidation has been perfectly healthy here on this monthly chart. And we've got this 12 EMA on the monthly, which, as anyone who's followed me knows that I love the 12 EMA. It's bouncing, it's just bouncing off of it. So the 12 EMA is holding its support. It's gotten, it's never really lost the 200-day moving average either, which is the white line. So and it's above it at the moment, right? So these are all good looks, right? I love this little rounding situation that we have here. Okay, indicative of a possible cup and handle type look, right? And cup and handles are usually continuation patterns. Nothing says that that's what they're going to do, but that's the look. These rounding bottoms, regardless of the cup and handle itself. But in my opinion, chart patterns hold more weight the further you go out into the time frame. So a monthly chart pattern to me has more weight than a daily. It just it just goes that way. But price action wise, you've got a lot of things that are in favor of this level at 23.69. Let's just say, right? 24. Okay, this level at 24 is telling me that's a pretty good support because it got up and through, and it's just all it's been doing really. Yeah, you had an undercut here, but it's been using it as support. You got some good volume profile support here. Onto the weekly. Yeah, so it, again, the pennant. This is good consolidation. It's not the best look here, but you're getting the buying again in this area. So, Fission 3.0 is establishing itself, at least on the US side, as like 24 is really the level, right? These are the levels that, if it breaks, you got to start to worry, especially if you start to see follow through, right? So, these are breaks here, but there's no follow through, which is good. That makes you feel good about it, makes you feel good about the dip. But regardless of that, so um, it's looking now to have some continuation on this weekly chart pattern, right? So even if you went from this low, it's in a confirmed weekly uptrend. Has not lost this swing pivot low here. You know what? I'm even going to just put a little bit of a mark here on it because I just want to have that level highlighted for myself at the moment. Okay, so yeah, 24. I mean, that's where it is. So, if 24 breaches, you lose the weekly uptrend. It doesn't mean that it goes into a weekly downtrend. You just lose the weekly uptrend. The only thing of concern that might be of concern to me here on Fission 3.0 is that these moving averages are starting to curl down, right? So, but and I don't play it that way. I know there's broad market issues and all these things. And listen, the uranium sector has shown strength through all of this. So one could surmise the possibility of if we start to see strength come back into the broad market, that the uranium sector only benefits from that strength and should continue on. It's usually how it works. Doesn't always happen. So, we've got these moving averages to contend with right here on this weekly. But what I like about this, um, the daily, and this is why I'm prompted to want to probably take an entry here with that 24 as my stop. It's made some continuation moves, and every time that it's drawn down off of this, um, it's been bought up. So this daily high or low right now, it's set at 25 cents. On the U.S. side, it is set, right? So then I start to look at, you know, I have to contend with this 12 EMA on the daily. But then, what I do sometimes is I'll look back and I'll say, okay, well, how does it look when it does that, when it has to fight that, when it sets those lows. It gets right through it and continues on, right? Gets right through it, continues on. Gets right through it, continues on. So there's a good chance for a bounce here. The level to take out now at this point is like 35 cents, but for now there could be a decent technical bounce, and then I'll be watching this level here at 31, 32 cents. You get this little volume pocket here. One would suspect that 32, 33 cents you're gonna run into an issue here. But I like it, and I'm gonna be thinking about. I'd like to take a re-enter back into this thing. It's been a while since I've been in it. I will manage my risk through position size on this one because these OTC names I can't put automatic stops in, right? So I can't take my emotion out. I just have to kind of deal with um, what it gives me and when my alerts go off. So that's why I'll probably be working off of this 24 cent range. And, that's a pretty big drawdown. What is it, 18% that I might be stuck on? So, normally when I do stuff like this, is that once I get a decent little pop, I'm going to sell half, so I can kind of get this stop area as risk free as possible. I definitely want to reduce any chances of losses here with this trade. So, I mean, that's where I stand with this, with Fission 3.0. There's things that I like about what this chart looks like, and I'm not a fundamental guy, but it seems like they've got good drill results. A lot of people like this name. It's just got to get through some resistances up here, but it looks okay for me at the moment. I like that you know, I like this move. I like to see the buying below. So I'm probably going to be looking to take a stab at it within the next couple of days. Over and out.